modern day Democratic Party has become unrecognizable to me and to so many others throughout this state and this country. The party wants to villainize anyone who has free thought, free judgment, has solutions, who wants to get to work to better our state, not just sit in a meeting and have a workshop after a workshop, but really work with individuals to get things done, because that's what real public servants do.
Lord have mercy. She calling the people in Tennessee real public servants. I don't get it, man. But that was State Representative Tricia Cotham announced she's switching from Democrat to Republican, even though she was elected as a Democrat. And the rep argued that her party has become unrecognizable. Really, chick? Now that Rep Cotham served as a Democrat not that she served as a Democrat for a long time. Rep Tricia Cotham served in the state house as a Democrat for nearly a decade before stepping away in 2016. She ran again in 2020, winning a crowded Democratic primary and then the general election for the newly drawn House District 112 in southeastern McKinnonsburg County. And we have a graphic here to put up, and she won the race. Man, I mean, this is really dangerous what's happening with this woman. Yeah. I know this is a story that you care deeply about.
Yeah, well, there's a few reasons I care about this story. First of all, we should not be in a space. This is where I don't like our two-party system and wish we had a loss of so we can have a vote of confidence. We lose it in somebody and get rid of them, because this is absolutely disgusting. Mecklenburg County in North Carolina is not just any county, right? This is where Charlotte resides. Now, while most of the black people percentage-wise are in the eastern part of the state, Charlotte in the western part of the state, southwestern part of the state, is the #1 place for black people. This white woman tricked black folk to elect her on progressive ideas, and then she go and switch to become a Republican. This has nothing to do with the party becoming something she didn't realize. If it was something you didn't realize, then why'd you come back to the party as a Democrat in 2022 and run as a Democrat and not as a Republican? Because you know a Republican couldn't win in that district. You did what you did because your supermajority is gonna prevent the governor from being able to veto these new districts that Republicans are gonna draw, and that district's gonna be less Democratic. This is the sneakishness as which these people are existing. But I wanted to talk about this story also, sis, because think about this. This is our voters getting it right, where the consultant class and the donors and the parties getting it wrong. This is why our voters, and the way they're getting it right is when they say your party looks just like the Republican Party. The fact that you can show up like this and flip parties and still be taken serious tells voters there's no reason to go vote. The Democratic Party has a massive problem. This is why we see voters dropping out of elections, sitting out of elections, because when they say the two parties are too close and I don't see a damn difference in it, well, there you go. This is bigger than North Carolina. This is a Democratic problem, states nationwide.
Yeah, there it is, Mayor. It really is. And just dupe the people, because she lied to those people. She should have just ran the way as you just laid out. She should have ran and just be who you are. But she's just deceitful in that way. And it's dangerous in another way that not only, the Republicans already had supermajority. And she just added to it, being exactly who she was after the fact, after she lied and deceived folks. So Republicans already held a supermajority in North Carolina Senate. Gotham's flip gives them 72 seats in the state house and enough votes in both chambers to override any veto of Democratic Governor Roy Cooper. And Democrats reacted to Gotham's decision with anger and disappointment. Rep. Gotham's vote on women's reproductive freedom, election laws, LGBTQ plus rights, and strong public schools will determine the direction of the state we love. It's hard to believe she would abandon these long-held principles. Hell, they wasn't principles, and she still vote the way she has always said she would vote when these issues arise, regardless of political affiliation. The woman just lied, and now her true nature is coming out right now. That's what's happening in North Carolina. And then Rep. Jeff Jackson, This tweet right here, this morning, there was a political earthquake in North Carolina. A legislator in the state house announced she was switching parties from Democrat to Republican. I wanna make sure you understand how dramatic the impact of this one switch will be. She was always a Republican, y'all, she was. Yeah, I mean it was. And of course, through her website hasn't changed, which shows the following. Gotham's campaign website, which still lists her as a Democrat as of Wednesday afternoon, touted priorities such as protecting voting rights, affordable housing, healthcare, and equitable public schools, among other issues. What a joke. And under a section entitled Equality for All, Gotham calls herself a champion of LGBTQ plus rights and states right now, LGBTQ plus youth are under attack by Republican state legislatures across the country. I will stand strong against discriminatory legislation and work to pass more protections at the state level. That woman ain't gonna do none of that. Man, I mean, she's not gonna do any of that.
How the fact that this is the sloppiness at which people can exist. This platform, this party, her still listed as a Democrat, is still up as a website. How then? When is you becoming a Republican in line with any of that? Are you telling me the Republicans are out here fighting? The Republicans that call themselves LGBTQI champions? Are you not foolish enough to believe that it's the Republicans who are actually attacking trans children?
Right.
Ensuring that we don't have fully funded public schools?
Yes.
Because this is where majority of Black kids are educated? Are you kidding me? What is she talking about? This is this double speak that you can do when you're a white woman surrounded by a bunch of white people protecting whiteness.
That's it. Talking out of both sides of her mouth. Both sides of her mouth. North Carolina, y'all need to do something. Don't let this stand.